Hi, Isabel, I'm Melissa.
Hi Jessica, I'm Caroline from Nuclear Medicine.
Nice to meet you.
Hi Rashad.
Hello.
Glad to have you here today.
I'm going to show you around our department.
It's very important to get cooperative students into the hospital just because of the fact that they are future employees.
This would be the day surgery desk. Claire is sitting at the ER desk.
I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of pediatrics.
We won't be able to take care of the demands of the population without getting students interested in the healthcare field.
We usually do bone scans on this camera, but we can do general studies also.
What exactly are you looking for?
So this is the outpatient area over here. This is where children will be coming just for the day.
The Take a Walk in My Shoes program allows the high school students to come in and job shadow in an area that they have an interest in, for example, physiotherapy, diagnostic imaging, nursing, wherever they wish to job shadow.
So this is where the technicians enter the orders at. Then they pass them over to the two pharmacists here. This is the counter here where we fill things. We do a lot of stuff for the babies here.
Could you explain to me specifically what the different people down here are doing?
Today Alex is making all the baby's medication and Christine's checking and
I
stuff.
really love walking around, seeing different units, seeing what it's all about, because when you're a student, you're not specifically interested in one thing. You want to see it all.
IVs have to be very clean because if they're not, it's going to make the patient sick. So this is the IV room.
The Take a Walk in My Shoes is a marvelous opportunity for local students to get into the hospital setting, to see the wide variety of opportunities that exist for them.
What we do is we pair them up one-on-one with a mentor for 4 hours in the day. They're able to walk in the shoes in whatever field that they're interested in.
Well, I'm currently in high school right now. Is there any courses I should be focused on?
Anything sort of related to education or psychology.
It gives them an opportunity to work in an environment where they can taste, feel, and smell whether this is an occupation for them.
Now this is the core of the system.
There's a lot of wealth of knowledge in this institution that employees love to share with co-op students.
It allows them to connect with people who've been through the education, been through the experiences, tell them what the good points of the jobs are, what the bad points are, and find out if they really want to go in that field.
What are your credentials?
You have to have your medical secretarial.
A lot of people think a hospital is just physicians and nurses and medications, but it is so much more. We have finance, we have administration, we have HR, we have food and nutrition. We have over 3,000 employees at Windsor Regional Hospital. It's a little town in and of itself.
I'm going to show you the real steps that a nurse does.
It's a great experience.
And we're going to tie it around Mike's arm. And it's going to feel like a tight squeeze.
Ready? I never thought that it would be this exciting.
So next thing we got to do is clean it. You want to open that up?
I thought it would be like pretty boring to just go to work.
Come on, nurse. All right, good job, Mike.
So generally, how many people on average would you say are on the floor? How many patients do you see?
We generally average between 9 and 12 patients. I think it's really important for students to come and take a walk in anyone's shoes, that if they experience it and they feel it, maybe it'll help them make the decision on what they want to do in the future.
This is a plain x-ray room.
They may come in, job shadow for 4 hours and say, you know what, this just isn't for me, or come in and say, I love it, and this is exactly what I want to do.
It's definitely a worthwhile thing. It really gives you a better outlook on what you want to do in life. You know, it gives you that feeling, there's more than just, being a nurse. Is there special training for the computers?
We do it all here.
It allows them to narrow down their choices. And maybe they don't pick healthcare at all, but allows them to eliminate healthcare and move on to something else.
What are the requirements for being an X-ray technician?
The requirements you need basically would be grade 12, all your sciences, maths, physics.
Now, what specifically interested you in this career and what might interest other students?
Got a lot of science in it, I like science and things like that. A lot of different professions, you'll learn all the background information, but then you'll never use it. But in a hospital pharmacy, you use all that information still.
You have nothing to lose. It's a great learning experience, If you don't like it in the end, you can always turn your pathway and go into something else.
Okay, so let's go to another area. This is called the gastrix. We have a camera here called fluoroscopy.
Students usually make their decisions about what they're going to follow based on the people in their immediate family and the careers that they know that are closest to them. If they know no one in the medical area, hopefully the Take a Walk in My Shoes will give them that opportunity to see something else.
So can you tell me how you got into child life?
I started my career as an art therapist, and to become a child life specialist, you just need core courses. You need a bachelor's degree.
She makes sure records of releases are signed. I love my job. I love coming in and knowing that I'm making an impact. To inspire students to invest in Windsor and stay in the community, and that there are jobs that are meaningful in this community, it's very motivating.
This is basically how I start my day. I grab a census sheet. I'm responsible for the respiratory care unit patients. So they're all labeled RCU. Okay. So then I'd basically just start my day by picking the first chart up.
We've had some students who have come here in our Take a Walk in My Shoes program and hook up with a mentor even after the day.
We will briefly explain the procedure to
And they
them.
talk to each other on an ongoing basis. If they need help with school, with career choices, with exams, they can fall back on their mentor and say, what about this? Can you help me in this particular area?
Is this a college program or a university program?
It's between the Mohawk College and McMaster University in Hamilton.
I think the employer registry brings us a great tool to utilize to connect us with the school boards and the teachers that are responsible for placing the students into the employer's workplace.
There may be people in the emergency room waiting for a respiratory service consult. I have to go downstairs. I do a complete history and physical examination.
From our staff's point of view, they are really pumped up when students are here. They're able to share the knowledge that they have with the students, and they know that these individuals are important for the future of healthcare.
So would you recommend to a student to take part in the co-op program here at the hospital?
Yeah, definitely. Because it gives them a great idea of what we do here, and I really think they need to see it, to experience it, to see if it's something that they would enjoy.
It's actually quite a lengthy training, but you become an expert at what you do.
It's been a very positive experience working with Ronnie and the employer registry. It's a great opportunity for an employer to open their doors to the community.
The employer registry is like a social networking site for our local employers and our teachers, a good place for them to meet and find opportunities for their students. I taught co-op for a number of years. I know what the co-op teachers are up against. I know what employers can do for students and what experiential learning can do for students, and I'm still glad to be a part of it.
For sure, I'd recommend co-op.
You get a better feel of what you want to do, better experience.
It's a great experience. It's amazing.
And I think that every kid should do it. It'll help them a lot.